If you're moving into a new house, this is the possible 20 neighbors that you might come across. One, the religious Bible crazed neighbor. That's always like, "Let Lord save your soul," and you're just like, I'm mowing my lawn, so yeah. The Satanists that are over there just killing goats and making sacrifices of babies, and you're just like, yeah, don't do that in your front yard, please. And I don't even know. 3, the neighbor that want to be your best friend. They're like, "Hey, you want to go out for drinks?" "No, I have to work." "Oh, well, we could go another time." "No, I'll probably have to work then." "No, we're going out for drinks. We're gonna be best friends, and we're gonna live next door to each other. It'll be a good time." And you're just like, "Oh, no." 4, the crazy storytelling old lady. And the old lady's just like, "When I was a kid, I used to make cats out of yarn." And you're like, "Cat? How did you make a cat out of yarn?" And she's like, "Well, you see, nap time." And then just falls asleep, and you're like, but what?" The pedophile that's just goes up to your little kid and goes, "Hey, you want some candy? Get in the van." And you're just like, "Hey, there's not actually any candy." 6, the one with way too many kids. They have like 9 kids. They're all like under the age of 12, and they're all just running around screaming like nobody's business, peeing on your house, just trying to come over and be like, "Hey, you want to do something?" And you're like, no, just no. 7, the ones that watch you sleep, and you just wake up and they're staring in your window, and you're just kind of like, but, honey, we're moving. 8, the old lady who never leaves her house. And you always just see her in her house. When you like glance in the window, she's just in her house, sitting there. Just sitting there. Not doing anything, just sitting. And she never leaves. You never once see her leave. And you're like, how does this lady survive? Nobody comes, nobody goes, and what does she eat? Does she just not eat anything at all? 9, the cat lady, who has like 20 cats that are inside cats, 90 cats that are outside cats, so they're always hanging around your house because you're right by her house. So they're always hanging around, being all cats, eating your garbage, ruining everything. 10, the perfect family. And they're all just perfect blonde. The girls wear sundresses, the guys wear nice shirts and khakis. Married couple, 2 kids, 1 beautiful Labrador, and they're just perfect, and you're like, well, okay. 11, the stereotype black guy. Over there shooting women, selling drugs, always gets KFC. You always see him getting out of his car with a packet of grape Kool-Aid and a bucket of KFC, and you're just like, but okay. And all the time there's just seeds to watermelons all over. So you got watermelon plants growing all up in your yard, because where else are they going to spit their seeds but in your yard? 12, the drunk. Either could be a drunk woman who is always hitting on your man because she's drunk, she don't know what she's doing, or the drunk man who's always over there beating women and being loud and yelling at his TV about his sports and all of that junk. 13, the partiers. And they're always having a party, and you're like, how would you possibly party that much? So there's always loud music, always cops over there, 40 people, like 9 people passed out in the yard just drunk, and then half of them in your yard because you're neighbors, of course. And you're just like, oh, come on. 14, the 2 a.m. and yelling like you're dying. They're just over there screaming at each other like, oh, it's 2 in the morning. How about we just yell at each other? How about that? That'd be fine, wouldn't that? The plays video games way too loud. So they're just over there playing video games, and they're like, no, don't shoot me, no. And then you just hear in their video games, it's just like Black Ops or Modern Warfare or whatever they're playing. They're just, you hear a bunch of gunshots, and you're like, should I be worried? And then you hear them, no, don't shoot me. And you're just like, turn it down maybe? 16, the overly lit houses for Christmas. They're just, why would they have that many lights on their house? Their whole entire house is covered, and just they have bunches of decorations in the yard. Just a Santa Claus up on the roof, inflatable things too, and it's just bright. And you're trying to sleep, and of course they don't turn the lights on at night because why would you do that? So the lights on are at night, coming in through your window, and you're just like, oh God, come on. 17. The neighbors then invite you to everything. Oh, well, my son's soccer game is tomorrow. You should come. Oh, no, I'm busy. Well, what about next week? Here's a soccer schedule. Oh, okay. 19 is the one with the serial killer son. You know he's gonna be a serial killer. He's like under 12 years old. And you know he's gonna be a serial killer because you see him killing cats. He's just insane. He's hitting random little dogs that are walking down the street, and he's beating up little kids and all of that kind of crazy stuff. And then there's me. You could be my neighbor. Self-explanatory. Just be my neighbor. That'd be awesome.